Hello guys, my name is Sub-Zero Exabyte and I am having a fantastic day. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic day as well, and if not yet hope you are going to have a fantastic day. But I think I know a certain way how I can make your day fantastic, and that is what we are going to do right now. Because we are going to make something special today. So let's get right to objective of the day will be that this house what you see right to secure it so nobody can enter. It will be like a prison but nobody will be able to enter this prison. See? Lovely this house. You can just lay back, relax in the sun and you are good to go. But wait, what is that in the distance? That is a creeper. You now need to run because your house is unprotected and you have got nowhere to go because you did not set up any defenses. Silly you. Well, what have you learned about that now? You should always have a house that you can defend or that is explosive free. So let's secure this place up with everything we have. I am talking about lasers, secret doors and more. Obsidian may not look very cool to other people but you could make something nice out of it. You can maybe add some spiderwebs and lava around it so it looks like a fort. Some forts back in the day of the monks and knights, they were then like forts and there is a little river around it that is called a moat if I am not mistaken. But in that period of time they would pee and poop in that water as well, so that is kind of nasty. But it is a way of protection so it counts and it could be featured in this video because it is protective and we are going to build a protective house. So maybe I am going to build a dank castle that will rule this world and it would be so amazing that no one would ever dare to challenge that castle because it would be so protected. But no, on a serious note, we are going to build a nice not too big house that is very much protected but also looks kind of nice because it does need to look nice because you live there and you should feel good about where you live because you are away from. But yeah, if we are finally done picking things from our inventory we can start to build something that is going to look absolutely stunning because I am Sub-Zero Exabyte and I am able to build something like that. But you know what is funny? Because we made a lot of fun about this house that we just built out of coarse dirt, but you know what we are going to do now? We are using that house that we made fun of as a foundation to our new house, so we are going to build obsidian around as you can see, but we are doing that so it is as protective as it could be. But our little dirt house looks pretty cute inside this cube of doom. Oh, and of course we need to place some mines on the beaches. People, you know why? When it is hot people will try to come by beach and what we will say is no no, but as we are going to build the cube of all dooms, which we are definitely going to call it because that is a bomb name and we like cool names because my name is Sub-Zero Exabyte and I personally of course think that is a nice name. But we need to keep going because if it gets dark and all of the creepers and all of the Minecraft trolls that could possibly join my Minecraft server and then they start to troll when it is not yet done, that would not be good for business because we need to finish it pretty quickly so none of those trolls have any chance to troll me. But I am a fast builder so everything should be good to go and we should still be safe before the night falls. But I think this is going to be our vacation house because I do really need a safe vacation house for personal reasons. Oh, but do not forget about the floor because otherwise the creepers will still blow up and they could make a tunnel underneath and we would still not be safe. And the trolls can lay some TNT down and we should still be safe because they would not dig a tunnel because they are trolls and trolls do not have anything better to do than to lay down TNT and ignite it or to pour a bucket of lava on top of your house and your house would then burn down. But we are not going to dig down anymore, we are just going to lay obsidian on top of this dirt and it should still be safe. I mean, it is a lot of obsidian that you need to gather with your pickaxe if you are going to build this in survival. And it is also going to require you a lot, and I mean a lot of spiderwebs. Because spiderwebs are pretty troll proof, even though you can just chop them down with a sword really quickly. And yes, we might place some diamonds just for fun because we are bad boys, but still it helps a lot. But let me tell you a story about a spider named Jeff that lived in between the two walls in a house that was also made out of obsidian just like this house. There was no roof on that particular house, so the spider was climbing on top of the outer wall and got stuck in some spiderwebs that were not actually made by a spider but they were just laid down by a human that was called Steve. And the spider named Jeff did not like human Steve, so he wanted to terrorize his nemesis human. Oh lord, look what I found, an underwater base. This will be our base of operations where we will monitor all the traps that are placed in the house and around. He decided he could do the best by going in between the walls, and because there was no roof he did just do that. He lived in between the walls for a couple of days, but he struggled to get food because you know he lived in a wall, so there is not much food. But lucky for him, the way he got in was the way he could get out, and because he could get out like that he can get food on the outside. So he catch some cows and stuff and he got a lot of food like that, so that was nice for Jeff, and Jeff was very happy about that because food is happiness. And Jeff was getting a bit chubby, but Jeff did not care because all he did was sat there in between those two walls and eat. The only exercise that Jeff got was getting the exercise from hunting, and he hunted not only cows, but in the first stage of his experience of living between the walls he only did eat cow because a lot of cows lived nearby. But he did not want to eat beef anymore. His stomach craved for some other food because if you only eat one thing for the rest of your life it would get really boring. But on the other hand you would know how to cook it very well, so that is nice. Hey, there is something I need to tell you guys. The house is pretty big and I am not sure that I will be able to defend all the corners. I am kinda getting nervous, but he hunted some sheeps because why have abs when you can have kebabs? But the kebab did not fill his stomach enough because it was just some sheep. But Jeff was not happy because Jeff did not like the kebabs and it made him sad. There was also no McDonald's because it was Minecraft, and his roommate Steve did not cook very well. Steve did not have a clue that a spider was living there because who in the right mind would suspect that? But the spider found out that if he hunted at night he could eat some zombies and other mobs, and he thought that was pretty rad because he liked to kill bad guys. He was really happy because he made the world a better place, and not many people like to make the world a better place, and those people are only busy with bettering their own life because that is what is important to them. But now those people still don't have anything, and Jeff did, so Jeff was happy because he at least tried to better the world. But Jeff did not yet fulfill his duty to fill his belly, and because of that he was still sad. But Steve was also sad, so they were both sad because they both did not have a good love life because they did not have a love, neither of them, so they were sad like I already said 100 times. Alright people, it is time to set up some secret code doors. Every locked up house needs code doors. But Jeff was still in the walls and Jeff did not love his life, so he decided to love someone else. But Steve was hungry as well, and Steve did not have an oven. The poor suds. So one day Jeff decided to confront Steve because they were both hungry, but Steve had meat and Jeff did not have meat. But Jeff knew how to cook and he even had a little open in his spiderwood fort. But yeah, Steve had meat and Jeff an oven, so Jeff convinced Steve to let him cook the meat. Well, Steve was pretty impressed because I don't think anyone has ever seen a spider cook. But it was actually a really delicious meal, and I say that pretty funny. Delicious, haha, I knew that I would say it like that. Man, now I am getting hungry, and I am hungry just like Steve. Maybe I have a spider in a wall, I do not know, but it would be really cool, and I would call that spider Jeff as well, and he would be my personal cook because spiders cook delicious meals as Jeff did. Oh yes, now comes my favorite part where we set up the lasers. Lasers are very dangerous and can trigger alarms. Usually thieves are scared of lasers, so they won't pass here. But yeah, Steve had some pig meat in his possession and Jeff made a nice meal. And Jeff cooked it good and Steve was finally happy, and Jeff was having a good time as well, even though they were human and spider. They had some tea as well and they were having such a good time that they danced with each other. But I did not yet tell you how Jeff cooked with his special method, did I? No, because I was not yet done with my story and I already started talking about something else because I get distracted pretty quickly. But anyways, fudge that entire story. What do you all think about this masterpiece with all of this lava? And the thing is that I am not done placing lava for a long time, beams that I can look up to, and that is something that is a bit more important than having an attic, because that keeps the house from caving in. So that is just fantastic if we do that and not the other way around, because I would like an attic, don't get me wrong, but I would also really like to have some support beams that keep my house from caving in when I am inside, and I don't want to be caught by surprise by my own house. But the floor is done and I have all of these support beams on the inside in place, but still I don't really like some stuff about my house, and I am just going to need to adapt to some things, and then I think I will be good, and then the house will look even better, because this support beam that was over here didn't really look great. And I don't think we really hurt the house with destroying that one because we have got plenty left, and I think that it looks really great like this. But we can start with the ceiling, I guess. Well, it is not really going to be a ceiling, it is more going to be a start of the roof, so we can start making that. But I guess that this will look really great from the outside, and I guess that it will also look good from the inside, but we are just going to see for ourselves. But we have got the roof almost done, and I think that this looks great the way we have done this. And now the question is how we are going to do the roof itself, but I guess that we just need to figure that out by ourselves because no one else is going to make a roof. But we are going to make it from stone, and I think that the grate will match pretty well with the rest of the house, and I hope that it will look fantastic. but we are just going to make the roof, and then when we are done with the roof we will see for ourselves if the roof looks fantastic or not. So let's go ahead and make this roof, and I hope that it will look fantastic. But first we needed this little door spot so we can get in when the ceiling is not open anymore, because otherwise we would have to destroy block every time and that wouldn't really be that nice. So a door is just a way better alternative. But now we have the base shape of our roof and I think that it looks pretty good. We are just going to have it stick out a little bit like they did in the medieval times, and I think that those houses just look fantastic. But we are just going to see if this stone roof that we are so busy with looks great or doesn't look great on our house in a minute. We are just going to finish it anyway. If we really don't like the result of the roof, then I guess that we can always just place a bunch of stairs on top of the roof and then you would barely see the stone. It wouldn't really be a pickle if that happened, so I think that I am good with it and that I am just going to finish this amazing stone roof and that I am going to be happy with it however it turns out. But we have got it almost at the point that it is finished, so I think that when it is finished it will look fantastic. We just need to finish that one little shape that is not inside of our main roof, but we will have a little alternative roof on top of that one. So right now let's just finish this roof, and from there we can take steps a little further and do some real advanced techniques that you guys probably have never seen before because they are so advanced. So I am going to show you those techniques and it is just going to be fun and stuff, but we need to finish this first. Hold up, I want a little small roof for this extra bit. That would look pretty good I think. So, let's just do that and then see how that looks. We could also just make a flat roof, but that looks really bad, so I think that a small replica of the roof what we just built would look a whole lot better, so let's just make that, and then I think that it looks alright, and it kind of actually looks better than alright. We just connect it and then we got one hell of a roof on here. Look at this, man. It looks absolutely fantastic like this, and I really like it how it is right now. The inside of the house is still coming, so don't even worry about that. It's time from the inside will come, and that is where our second advanced technique will come in. But first let's close this in so the rain doesn't come inside of the house. See, it looks really good right now, and now we can go ahead and do other crimscram stuff that would make the house look more detailed and just overall better. And I hope that I find myself some amazing looking crimscrams, and then I think that this house is totally amazing. We also need some support beams in the roof, but that time will come because I am still not totally sure if I do want an attic or not, because I am probably not even going to use it, but it would still be nice because of all the storage area. But we could turn it into an attic later, and if that doesn't really work out then we could always just dig a basement. Sure, it wouldn't be as cool as an attic, but I mean it is something, and I really like basements, so I am not sure what I should do right now. But I guess time will tell what we are going to do, and we are just going to look and see what is going to be best for us, and then we will go on from there and well see what is the best option and what is the worst option. And I think the best option is still going to be an attic, but then the support beams are going to be in the way. But that is alright because I just placed an extra support beam, so I think one support beam could go away. But I think I really want to have all of this to be amazing with support beams and stuff, because that would just be great. See, look at this. Does this not look fantastic? Well, I think it looks fantastic, and right now I think this looks totally amazing like this, and I am sure that if we look up from down there that this looks really great, and that it looks really realistic, and that this is the thing that hold this house together. And the really large beam looks pretty great up there, and we have got a lot of space like this, so I think that I really like it like this, that we have a visible support beam on top of us, but we still have a lot of space in the house. I think it just looks great like this, and if I have to be honest, I don't want an attic, so I guess that on the long run I might just make an entrance somewhere for a basement, and then I am just going to store some stuff that I don't really need down there, and that will be great. Just like this carpet is really great, and this bedroom that is not really going to be a room but more a corner, so this is going to be the bed corner, and that will just be amazing. If we just place two beds like this, then I think that looks really great, and we can place something in the hole in between them, not sure what, but we could fit in some crimscrams, and then it is just going to look great whatever is there. Like this it looks kind of dumb, but that is okay because let's just take some other stuff, and then with its stuff I think it will look way better. But yay people, that was the video for today. Keep in mind that houses that you make are really special, they are yours, so try to make as much as you can. So I will need to say goodbye for now, but we'll be back in the next video.